What's up, everybody? It's Wandering Hippie, and welcome to the Hippie Circle. It's been a little while since I've seen you guys. I've had some medical stuff going on, but I'm back. I'm back to finish what I started, and I came back to Fishing Planet after being laid up for a while, and they did a new update. So I thought I'd go ahead and give my thoughts on this new update. A little update video for our news, and let everybody know what's been going on. Well, they've added a lot of different things. Some things good, some things bad. Now, the good things they've added are things like the depth chart, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. The presets for your inventory, and the marker buoys. The marker buoys, I think, are really great. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you only get 5 marker buoys to start out, and if you want more, you have to spend coins on them. But you get 1 coin every 5 days if you play consistently, and you can always get coins from achievements and from being in competitions and placing well. So one of the just touch on one of the things that they've added are these presets here, these templates. And as you can see here, you've got different templates, and I've got, and what I normally do, what I would do with them, oh cool, is I would come in here and save the rods and the reels I use the most, which is what I've done. I've saved the rods and the reels that I use the most right here, and that way you can switch things in and out fairly quickly just by hitting the equip button. Alright, so that's one of the first things that they've added, and it's pretty good. I mean, you've only got 7 slots, and you can add a slot for 10, but the biggest bag only carries 7 rods, so I mean, really. Now, a thing that a lot of people are crying about is this home storage finally having a way, it's limited now. But I've been playing the game for years, and as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff, and I'm nowhere near. Now, I did expand it one time. I expanded it one time, but even without the expansion, I was still well within the maximum capacity. So you can put a lot of stuff in your home storage. So I would really not be too worried about it. And all these people that are complaining about it, I get your complaint. It was unlimited for so long, and now it seems like a cash grab, which, let's be honest, aside from DLC and people buying premium, stuff like this is how they're going to support their game. And while I disagree with some of the things they've done, this has actually been a really good update. Another thing that they've adjusted is the lure movement, and you're fixing to see that here when I take us down here and when I take us down here to fish here in I'll think of the name here in Texas. I'm going to take you and show you exactly how everything works. But the first thing we need to do here is we need to make sure I've got a 1/4 ounce. I need to make sure I've got a 1/4 ounce spoon here. I'm just going to drop a couple 1/4 ounce spoons in the yeah, that one, and that one should do it. All right, let's put it on my backpack here. All right, now we're gonna go here to Lone Star Lake so I can show you these new things. And I hate that every time I have my kayak equipped, they got to tell me, you can't use a kayak here. To be honest with you, kayaks should be able to be used everywhere. This is another thing that they did. Easy way to make money. You just keep making money this way. You just, $100 just for showing up. You can't beat that with a stick. Now we're going to go out here. We're going to go to Swampy Exploration to a new private room. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. Now these markers work in several different ways. But as you see, you can stand here, you hit M. And here comes the map. Now, 4 feet, looking at this, is where you're at. So this is your depth gauge over here. And you can zoom in and zoom out. And if you want to, you only get 5 to begin with. Again, you can add more buoys when you get all the way full. I've got 38 because I dropped the last of my coins into it because I knew 5 buoys was not going to do it. So again, it's kind of a money grab. You can't really expect it not to be because this is a free-to-play game. Another thing they did add, if you notice, they added wind, which if we look at this, we can do this. Now here's a cool thing. I want to put a marker right there, right? So just mark it. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there's that marker buoy I just put out there. And that marker buoy is on the edge of that drop off. So now I know where the drop off's at. And this is going to be really, really good for people like me. It's like, look here. You can see, you can come here and you look. There's a hole. And see, there's a hump. There's a hump. There's a hump. There's a hump. Here's some holes with a hump. You see? You can look at this and see, here's a deep hole right there. I bet nobody knew that deep hole was right there. So, guys, there's really no reason now that you shouldn't be able to catch fish, because now you can come in here and look at the depth, you can look up here and determine where, if you know enough about fishing, to start your fishing. So here's what we're going to do. Now that we know that hole's over there, we're going to walk over there and we're going to throw this lure at that buoy. I should be able to hit that buoy from here. Yep. Now right there is where the hole's at. So we're just going to throw it out there. I told you I was going to show you how these lures move, so you see, look at that now. Give it a little slack here. And as you can see, I'm working it back. You can do all sorts of stuff now. I'm going to tell you now, stop and go has become the technique. It has become the technique. Anyway, my idea of this update, as far as like what I think of it, is well, personally, this is just me personally, I think it's a good update. I think it's a good update with the correct amount of features that they can start moving forward and start working on other things. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have the same opinion as a lot of people, and to be honest with you, I've talked to a lot of people that really hate this update now. You can see something. Now, see, we know that mark there is the edge of that. So if we go over here, we know that's the edge of that hole. You see, this is how you're supposed to use these marker buoys. A lot of people ain't figured that out. That these marker buoys are supposed to be used to help you locate things. Now, you can also, if you catch a fish, put a marker buoy down right where you caught that fish at, right where your cast landed. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing. But there again, you know, you're going to need lots of different techniques and shit. It's basically, this update has pushed it away from it being an arcade game and more towards it being a simulator, because the lures move correctly now. The depth chart is accounted for. I mean, what else do you want? Anyway, that's my opinion of the latest patch. And as far as the news goes, I am doing take a subscriber fishing still. I'm still working on the comprehensive guides. The next video for that is going to be on techniques and spots for New York. And then we're going to move on to the next lake. So keep an eye out for that, and keep an eye out for my next instructional video, which is going to start covering techniques since the new patch. Everything's changed. Anyway, this has been Hippie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Please like and subscribe. Take care of yourselves. And as always, I will see y'all on the water.